What's going on, guys? I'm here in Denmark, about to fly back to the United States, but I wanted to take a couple minutes to sort of go over a few ideas that came to me this weekend during our time here at the European Moot in Jutland, Denmark. One of the things that we talk about with Operation Werewolf is this concept of a thing we call militant strength culture, which is not just some simple little slogan to be thought about and forgotten or to look good on a shirt, but it has to be something that is kept real and kept true by those who are actually dedicated and being active within this ongoing operation. The idea of militants in creating and adhering to strength culture is the idea of favoring a confrontational or aggressive manner in which a social environment is maintained. These ideas of confrontation and aggression, I think, are key within ourselves and also within our own peer group. The idea being that if we allow something to sort of go its own way, or we allow ourselves to just go our own way and do whatever it is that we want to do based on our desire or our pleasure or our sense of self-serving with a lowercase s, that we will become lazy and complacent, and ultimately that weakness will grow up like a seed and spread all through us, so that we have to maintain this concept of militance in our life. Secondly, measures have to be taken in order to create an environment around us in which this culture can begin to thrive. So what I mean by this is that the actions that we take throughout the course of the week or the month or the year are the soil in which this culture that we are talking about can grow up, first through ourselves and then through those people that we communicate with and then through those people that we bring into our circle. So we have to always be watchful throughout the month of what we are putting into this soil. If we did nothing but smoke 4 packs of cigarettes all week and drink beer and sit around on the couch, then obviously we are not creating a fertile environment in which this strength culture can grow, but rather we are essentially salting the fields and hindering future growth. So we can look to ourselves each week, each month, and assign ourselves these goals that we're always talking about, these higher concepts, essentially assigning ourselves mission detail in order to say, I need to attain this so that I can then attain this, so that I can then attain this. And one of the ideas being that if we simply continue to progress in right action toward our goals, we will fertilize that field in which this strength culture can grow, and we can live lives that are exemplary and that will beckon and bring others to us, from which we can create this culture that we talk about. Once we are able to bring other like-minded individuals within our circle and we are creating this culture as a group, it's then important that we cross-pollinate with other like-minded groups, similar organisms that are growing up and are also trying to facilitate the creation and the sustaining of new strength culture. Anything that exists in a vacuum, ultimately, we find rests on its own laurels and begins to sicken and die. It needs to be cross-pollinated through blood, competition, and inspiration from other groups who may even be doing what you want to be doing right now but are not at that level yet, and can provide you with example and inspiration in order to do something greater and to provide you with hope that this is attainable, that this is doable, and provide a greater network within which we can work to create this culture. What I saw this weekend here in Denmark was individuals from 11 different countries across the world coming together in one place to train, talk, fight, and perform ritual together and strengthen bonds of friendship and that already existed for some, and new friendships for others. Some people traveled over 6,000 miles to be there. And what I saw was, in every single individual, a living representation of this fire that we are looking to foster and facilitate in people to create this militant strength culture. And I saw bonds being forged around the world. There will be a full write-up of this weekend's event forthcoming, but for now I just want to say, take a look at what you're doing and what you're spending your time and your money and what you're sacrificing in order to attain bigger things, because if we allow our dreams to become small, then what we can attain and the legacy that we leave behind will become small. So keep the fire rising, and let's look to create this militant strength culture and to foster it with others around the world, because this thing is doable and it is growing and it is realizing itself.
Dar skall du gånga, jag begona sin, sida när jag säger